Your limitation is your imagination. I'm Ritu Singh, your science teacher. Welcome back to your live classes, and today we'll continue our previous chapter, which is reaching the age of adolescence. In this chapter, firstly, we'll discuss about secondary sexual characters or secondary sexual characteristics. What are secondary sexual characteristics or characters? At puberty, some changes occur in both males and females that distinguish them from each other. The features that develop in them are called secondary sexual characters. Like in boys, some secondary sexual characters are facial hair growth of hair on the chest, under the arms and pubic area. And some secondary sexual characteristics in girls are development of breasts or the growth of hair under the arms and the pubic area. So these are some secondary sexual characteristics or changes. Changes occur in human body. As you can see this picture, some changes can be seen here and here, in this image and in this image, right? So how these changes in the human body occur at the time of puberty? What are hormones? First of all, tell me what are hormones, because hormones are responsible for this. Endocrine glands present in humans with secret chemical substances in the body is called the hormones. Okay, so we can say that at the age of puberty, only these hormones are responsible for all the changes. Okay, the hormones act as messengers and are responsible for transporting signals from one cell to another. Okay, the hormones act as messenger and are responsible for transporting signals from one cell to another. Hence, they evoke responses from various organs of the body and tissues. Hormones have certain properties of or characteristics such as, for example, they are secreted by the endocrine glands, right? These all hormones are secreted by endocrine glands, right? They circulate in the body fluids, right? They are responsible for regulating the behavior of the target cells, because this is the age of puberty, right? Or this is the stage of puberty, right? So they are responsible for regulating the behavior of the target cell, right? They cause long-term effects in the body like change in behavior, change in growth, development of organs, puberty, menopause, etc. Okay, so hormones are secreted in limited quantities from time to time whenever they are required by the body during the puberty, right? Different glands present in the body are responsible for secretion of different hormones. Okay, the nervous system regulates the flow of hormone in the body. And let me show you the picture of endocrine glands. So these are endocrine glands in humans. Okay, this is the inner part of humans, males, and this is the inner part of females, right? And this is the endocrine system, and these all parts are involved in that system. Okay, the nervous system regulates the flow of hormones in the body. Which system? Nervous system, right? The endocrine glands are also called ductless glands because they secrete the hormones directly into the blood. In females, the ovaries secrete the female hormones or the estrogen. The name of that hormone secreted in males is testosterone, okay, and in females it is known as estrogen. Okay, these are two different types of hormones. Okay, now we'll talk about pituitary glands. What are pituitary glands? There are pituitary glands present in the body. Here you can see pituitary gland, okay, present in the body, which control the production of the hormones by endocrine glands in the both males as well as females. Okay, now we'll talk about the role of hormones. What is the role of hormones? The part of the body for which a particular hormone is meant is called the target site. What is it called? It is called target site. The endocrine glands secrete the hormones in the blood and it reaches that target site. Then the target site responds accordingly. Okay, so now these are some roles, or these are roles of hormones. Hormones from pituitary stimulate testes and ovaries to release testosterone, as we have studied in this chapter. Okay, endocrine glands release hormones into the bloodstream to reach a particular body part called target site, as I told you. Then stimulate changes in the body at onset of puberty. Okay, so this is the role of hormone, to set a target site and to target that site only, and it controls all the activities of our body. Okay, like anger, hunger. Now we'll discuss about the reproductive phase of life in humans. The ability of production of gametes in humans lasts until certain time period. Only this time period varies between males and females. Okay, and what is the reproductive phase in females? It begins from the age of 10 to 12 years. Okay, the reproductive phase in women or in females begins at the age of 10 to 12 years and lasts until the age of 45 to 50 years. When females hit puberty, the eggs or ova start getting mature. One of the ovaries then release. These are two ovaries, and one of these ovaries then release the mature ovum around 28 to 30 days. Okay, the wall of the uterus, this is the uterus. The wall of the uterus at this time, when the egg release, become thick to hold the egg in case a fertilization occurs and the egg develops. Okay, when the fertilization does not take place, the lining of the uterus shed along with the egg and the blood vessels. Okay, this results in menstruation or bleeding in females. The first menstruation flow occurs at puberty and is called the menarche. Okay, when the menstrual flow stops, it is termed as menopause, and it happens at the age of 45 to 50 years. Okay, the whole menstrual cycle occurs because of female hormones. Okay, so students, this is for today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.